Camera number 209 of 365. I seem to be on a Pentax point and shoot roll lately. This is the Pentax Zoom 105 Super. And indeed, it is a super camera. It has so many different features and functions built into it. It is quite a big chunky camera though, with the battery grip. But certainly not one you could put in your pocket. But it does have a case with it, and a strap that you can actually hold over your shoulder. The batteries are housed here, and we need to unscrew that, so let's just unscrew. So with the battery compartment now open, we can place our batteries in, and we put the positive terminal on the lower and negative on the upper, and then we can slide that in. So that's good. So that's camera is working. So the lens is 38 to 105, hence the name, I presume. We have our flash and obviously our focus assist and exposure in the front. Quite a large oval crystal display, although it is actually only square, but it's the oval viewfinder there. It can be lit. To turn it on, we have to slide the rocker switch, and then we can show the lights there. Just to the left of that, or right of that, we have a macro mode, which causes the lens to go out to 108, and that's the full extent of the camera. It's quite although it's plastic, it is quite heavy actually. I was surprised, but it's quite easy to support the lens. Support the lens when using the macro mode. Otherwise, we have our rocker switch here to zoom our lens in and out. On-off switch, and then 3 buttons, the color-coded blue, black, and yellow or orange. And then, so starting with the first one, blue, you can see the various functions. We can go through self-timer, continuous release, multiple exposure, and intervalometer. And then we have the exposure compensation button in the middle. And then the far one are some of our program modes. We can turn our flash off or on. We can do some backlight compensation if you like. Our bulb mode with flash. It's quite a powerful flash, but not over powerful. So that's nice. Got a nice balance there. It features this data back, which allows us to imprint our date if we wanted to. To put our film in the camera, just simply undo the door and then pop our film in. DX coding, but with compensation we can accommodate for pushing or pulling our film if we like. And then there's also a little cover here which also allows us to get even closer. So although it's got macro mode, it's got like a super macro mode that allows you to get within half a meter of your subject. And when you do that, looking through the viewfinder has a little frame that pops out showing you where you should compose your picture. Now I don't know whether there's a fault, but sometimes it doesn't always pop back into place. I don't know whether you can probably see that. So small a viewfinder, no, you won't be able to. No. There we go. Okay, looking through the viewfinder, no information, just your viewfinder, but we do have the 2 lights that show focus and flash. And I think that's pretty much it really. On the base there is provision for a tripod, and we can rewind our film back in through mid-roll if we like. So let's just turn the camera off. There we go. A bit slow when it zooms in and out, and the focus I found didn't always go as quickly as it could have done, but there you go. it's a nice camera nonetheless. And so that has been camera number 209 of 365.